Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, here we are live tonight. I am just so excited to be with you. I want to welcome all of you tonight to the gathering of the witching hour. Those of you who are new here, we do this every Sunday. It is a live broadcast, and you can be here with us and learn about magic, learn about Wicca. And I tell you, we have the best time. Those of you who've been with us for the last few weeks know we have a great time. Well, you know, what I love about the show is I have wonderful people that work with me on it. And I'm going to let each of them introduce themselves. We got Lady Angela, who's our High Priestess of the Order of the Purple Cord. We're going to talk about the Order also tonight for those of you who are new. And Lord Tony, who is our Lord Guardian of the Order. You guys want to each say hi tonight? Say something to the Tubies.
Hi, everybody out there. I'm very excited for tonight's show and so glad to see you here. We got some exciting stuff coming for you tonight.
Hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here. Really looking forward to our ritual we're going to be doing tonight. And should be good times.
Yay! Well, I tell you, you know, this is the wonderful thing. For many of you out there, you know, we started this program because we run a special order called the Order of the Purple Cord. By the way, Lady Angela, can you check the chat room? I got to get that going over here.
Yep, I got it going. We got some shout outs. We got Kimberly B. We got Carol Pettis. There's Armani. We got Katie. We got Gav Hines is here. We got Mama Bird, TJ Glenn, Paul Moon 13 Storm. Melanie Miller's here. Jenna's here. Hi, everybody.
Hey, 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 welcome to the show today. We've got a lot of our regulars here. It's good to see you guys, and I'm still getting my technical stuff set up. So,
well, I have a book here to show.
Yeah, show us what you got.
I've been finishing up a book for one of our members of the Purple Cord. It's a travel spell book of shadows, and I won't say your name so I don't disclose that, but I can't hold back. It's a purple one with an owl theme to it. She has a little owl on it and the purple ribbons. This is one of my travel spell book of shadows that I make. And you can order your own too with whatever kind of cover you want. And I can customize them and personalize them to be special and specific to you. Like this person loved owls. And so I was inspired to put this owl charm and a couple of feathers here on it. And I just have a lot of fun making these books. You can order yours at rarewiccaspells.com. I'm sure Bob has the link below. And, you know, I'm always really excited to make one of these for somebody. And it's such an honor to make a spell book for a fellow brother or sister of the craft because it's personal and it's very special to you. And it's special to me to make it for you. So.
I love your book. I'm such a fan. You know, I recommend everybody go to Rare Wicca Spells and check out a book. Absolutely. Oh, there's Miss Duffy's one of my friends. She's here from Scotland tonight. Hi, Miss Duffy. Oh, Mama Bird's there. Nick Smith is there. Toasty Mornings is there. TJ Glenn. Oh, we got a lot of people tonight.
And Bob, we need to let them know if they want to get a hold of the spell, the ritual that we're going to perform tonight. I posted it on our Order of the Purple Cord Facebook page. And also, for all of you here tonight, you can go over to last week's video. And I put it in the comments, the entire ritual that we're going to perform tonight, which is a really exciting ritual. Bob, do you want to tell them about it?
Sure. Well, I am so glad you're here. Now, listen, if you guys haven't printed out the ritual or seen it, definitely go over to our Facebook page and go over to last week's witching hour video, and it'll be in the comments. So we're doing a ritual tonight, and we're going to explore the power of the sacred flaming chalice. And this is a little bit of candle magic. Now, some of you tonight might be saying, well, Psychic Bob, I don't have the money to go buy these fancy ritual tools. I don't have all that. If you're sitting in your house, all you want to do, if you don't have a chalice, we're each going to show our chalices, look in your kitchen. I bet you have a small bowl. A bowl is oftentimes used in this ceremony to represent the chalice. It's you know, like kind of a bowl to hold energy. And traditionally, chalice has a stem, but it doesn't have to in this ritual. So the bowl would be your chalice. So tonight, I brought a beautiful little glass bowl, and we're going to use that. I'm using that as my chalice. And I thought maybe each of you guys could show what you're going to use for your chalice tonight.
Tony, show us what you got.
I have
Do it.
the monster chalice with the monster candle I'm going to use for tonight's ritual.
You've certainly got the biggest
Huge.
ritual tool tonight.
This thing is huge.
Oh my God.
I have the biggest candle. I have the biggest chalice tonight. And that's that. I'm just kidding. This is, I was telling them earlier, this is my centerpiece for my dining room table. But I'm actually going to use this.
Which I got to interrupt. It further proves the fact that people say Lord Tony lives in a castle. That looks like a castle.
So does my table. But this is the chalice that I'm using tonight, which once again kind of looks like a castle, I suppose. I got this at the thrift store yesterday, and it was perfect. I'm going to use a larger tea light candle for it tonight. So that's mine.
That's cool. Everybody in the chat room is all laughing hysterically over that, Tony. They thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I can't see that right now.
I have just a small clear glass chalice. I actually got this a few years back on Valentine's Day. It came as a set with a bottle of wine, and so I just liked the chalices. That's why I bought it, was for the chalices that came with it. And it's this nice soft glass, but it's just a regular small glass. And I put a little bit of salt in the bottom so that later during the ritual, when I stand my candle up in it, it won't fall over. And also so that when the drippings go, I don't have to worry about scraping them out of my chalice afterwards. You know, it's a really clean, neat way to do it. And it keeps it from falling down. And it adds another little earth element to it, and purity and blessings, because salt is so pure and a favor to the gods. So this is what I'm going to be using tonight. And I have my purple cord tied around my wrist tonight. That's something else different.
Yay. You know, speaking of purple core, I love that chalice, by the way, Angela. And you see, guys, this just proves that when you do magic, like, for example, I'm traveling, I didn't bring my big ritual tools. Look at this, just a little simple bowl, but it's very elegant. You know, when you're trying to do magic, choose stuff, one, that works for you, but also choose something that speaks to you, you know? And this is where, you know, we always say in magic, you don't have to go slavishly by what's in the book, you know? My ritual says have a chalice, but I found a beautiful bowl that works as well, and it speaks to me of chalice energy, you know. And, you know, flaming chalices are very mystical. It's in many different religious traditions. The Zoroastrians had it. And more modern day, the Unitarian Universalist Church uses the flaming chalice as a symbol. Some of you may be familiar with the Unitarians. They have a chapter of pagans in their church called CUPS, C-U-U-P-S, Covenant of Universalist Unitarian Pagans. And they use the flaming ritual in their rituals, the flaming chalice in their rituals. So a lot of, you know, different groups use it. And I thought, why not, shouldn't we explore that tonight, you know? I'm just curious in the chat, how many of you are ready? Do you have your ritual there? Are you ready to do some magic tonight?
Oh, so many have their chalices there, and they're telling us all about where they've gotten them. Gab Hines found a silver one at a local market. A few others also found theirs at thrift stores. You know, thrift stores are a gold mine for witchy items. I just love it. And also, I have a store by my house, and it's called the Garage Sales Store. That's a cool store, too. I find treasures there, and I post them to Facebook because they're so cool. But yeah, you can find so much witchy stuff. You don't have to get them new. You can also find really special treasures used, and just cleanse them and bless them, and you're good to go. So,
absolutely. You know, I always say, you know, shop around. The spirit, you know, this is one of the spiritual exercises you can ask for the spirit world to lead you to your tools. And, you know, your angels, your guides, your gods, when they want to work with you, they'll bring into your life the things that you need.
mm-hmm.
You know? And so, and, you know, if you're like me, you know, I love to shop. occasionally I splurge. And recently I bought myself a beautiful chalice over at Lady Angela's site. And you might want to pop over to Rare Wicca Spells if you feel like splurging a little bit and treat yourself to a nice ritual tool there. So definitely, look around, let the spirit lead you, Angela, I think you'd agree. It's like when people shop at your store, it's because the spirit leads them, don't they?
Absolutely. And you're likely to find things you didn't even realize you needed. I like to shop too, and that's just how it goes. We'll walk into some place or go to a website such as Rare Wicca Spells. I have a big variety of stuff. And look around, and you're sure to see some stuff that you like, from herbs to crystals to ritual tools like wands, tarot cards, cauldrons, chalices, all of that. So take a peek, and I got spell pages you can get there. They're quite affordable. They're under $2 for a nice parchment printed page, or whole books or collections. You just got to go and check it out. And also other books there, magical books that teach and train by many authors. I have there as well. So go and check it out. And I'd love an opportunity to make you a book of shadows. Tonight I have I printed out Bob's spell, and I put it in one of my main working book of shadows currently. And just to show you a way, you can write it in your spell book, you can print it off your computer and hold it there, or you can even put it. I sometimes take spells in my book like this here, in my working book of spells that I use all the time. And this spell's a good one. I'm sure I'm going to use it again.
Yay, I love it. Well, Melanie Miller said the spirit world does lead her to items and books.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think that's true. So true. Ladies, I love your book of shadows. That's looking great. I'm going to put this chalice spell in my big book when I get home. So I'm excited about it. Oops, I just lost Angela.
I'm here.
Okay. Oops. There you go. You faded, or my system went down for a minute. So, guys, well, you think we're ready to start our ritual tonight?
Sure. We got a pretty big group here with us ready. How about you, Tony?
I'm all set and ready to go.
All right. Well, hold on. I got to open the ritual over here. Let me get over to my page where it is. And the page is gone.
So what you guys need is one white candle, a dish of some kind or a chalice, and something to light it with, basically. And that's it. It's very simple. A candle, a dish, your ritual there, and you're ready to go to join us. We'll give you all just a couple seconds to get all that together.
Yes, thank you, Lady Angela. I just lost, hold on, I've got to reopen the ritual. It collapsed here. So
now, during the first portion of the ritual, you don't want your candle in the dish, because part of the ritual is putting it in there and then lighting it. So at first I had another candle and I had it melted into the dish ready to go, and then I realized, I need it separate. So just have them both in your hand. You got your dish. And what I did, you don't have to do this, but a trick I've learned over the years is if I put a little bit of salt in the bottom of the dish, or sand works incredibly wonderful as well. You could stand your candle right up in it. And that's how a trick I do.
Now, is there a specific hand that this has to be held in?
No, not in this case. It can be either hand. I would say if you wanted to get specific like that, hold on, my whole system's going down here, guys. Are we still broadcasting? It shows all my systems going down.
I see we're still live, Bob. We're still good.
Yeah.
Okay, something's wrong. I can't open. My computer's freezing. Hold on, just.
You are at Mom's, so.
Yeah.
Can you see me doing this?
Okay. Hold on. I've got a problem. I can't open anything to get my ritual up here. It crashed out, and my whole system won't allow me to open any programs. Okay. The printer is broken, so I couldn't print this out. So I'm going to try to get it on the screen. Okay.
Wow, we got a pretty good crowd here joining us tonight. We got Witchy Jim, Mina Lori, Ruth Roscoe, Carol Pettis, Don Chance, the Silver Willow, Lady Witch, Gab Hines. We're so glad, and Lotus Night Rain, TJ Glenn, Mrs. Duffy. We're so glad you all are here to join us. Melanie Miller, all of you guys. We're excited to join. Bob, what's the significance of whenever more than one person does a ritual in unison with others at the same moment? What is the significance of that? Why is it good?
Well, it's good because we bring together our collective energies. When we work individually, we have power. But when we come together, you might want to think of it like this way, okay? If you light one candle, all right, you have power. But if you have 100 people in a room lighting a candle, how much brighter does the room become?
Mm-hmm.
You see? And so that is the thing. Hold on just a second, guys. I got a problem. My machine's going down.
It raises the vibration, whether our candles our own personal candle is here with us in our home. But everybody, whether it's at the same time or even after this video is aired, you know, if you perform it, it still has that residual energy and it raises the entire vibration of the whole action, which is for positive good and for blessings of all and protection of all. And so it's just an ongoing adding of energy to that cause, which makes it manifest. It makes the magic make the change. It gives power to it in every way. And with all of our hearts united in that positive action, it gives it more oomph and it makes it go good.
Absolutely. And, you know, part of tonight is that we're going to talk in the ritual about the cauldron or the cup of Caradwyn. And I don't know how many of you guys know about that, but the cup of Caradwyn, there was an ancient goddess named Caradwyn, and she had a magic chalice, and from it she created life. And anything that she needed, she manifested. And people would come to her in their time of need, and Caradwyn in her compassion would make come out of the cauldron whatever they needed. Like if they were, you know, like homeless, money would come out of the cauldron so that, you know, they would be able to get a home. Or if they were, you know, really sick, she would produce medicine out of her cauldron. And so the cup of Caradwyn is a, you know, mystical cup. And this is where, you know, we get some of the energy of the chalice from the cup of Caradwyn. It's kind of a, you know, it's representative of the bountiful plentifulness of the gods.
That's awesome. I'm super excited. I hope everybody has it printed out and ready with them. We got quite a big crowd with us tonight, Bob.
I'm so excited tonight. I mean, we've got a great crowd. Guys, thanks for bearing with us. We're having a little technical problems. I think we're almost sorted out here. So we will get started here in just a minute, and I think we're good to go. Hold on a second. Okay. I hope you guys can see me on the screen. I can't have my screenshots going down because I'm opening another window. Something's not working here. So, can you guys still see me?
We can see you, Bob.
Okay, good. I can't see anything right now for some reason. Everything's blacked out. But we're going to start our ritual, and at least I can see that. So even if I can't see you guys, if you don't see me, let me know, okay? All right, so what do you need? Again, we're just going through this for people who are tuning in. What you need is one candle, preferably a white candle, and then a chalice, or in this case, a shallow bowl. And what we want to do is just hold your bowl in one of your hands. Now, Tony asked a good question. He said, which hand? Well, you know, it depends on what you're doing. I say in this ritual, we're drawing to ourselves blessings. So I would hold it in the receptive hand. So like I'm left-handed, so my receptive hand, which is the hand that I do not write with, is my right hand. Now, for most people that are right-handed, your receptive hand will be your left hand. So think about which hands you do not write with. Now, if you're ambidextrous, pick a hand. But most people have one hand they're predominant with. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to hold the bowl in my right hand, okay? So I want each of you guys to hold the bowl in your hand, okay? All right. Is everybody ready? Lord Tony, you with us?
I'm ready.
All right. So everybody hold their bowl in their hand. And guys, on the camera, can you see the bowl with me?
Yes, you look great,
Yep.
Bob.
Okay. So now we're going to recite this in unison. So I want all of us to say it together at the same time, okay? We gather together.
Together.
The sign
of the
sacred chalice,
cup of
inspiration.
We gather
with the bowl
of
blessings.
The air
of the cup of Caradwen.
We unite
under the banner of love
and the power
of the elements,
earth,
air, fire,
water,
and spirit.
Now, let us place our candle in our chalice. All right, take a moment. And then let's recite. We join together heart, minds,
spirit,
seeking light,
peace, protection. As we set aflame the sacred chalice,
let us
remember that the light of spirit is our safe
refuge.
Now take a moment, just meditate on that. As you do that, get ready to light your candle. You know, the thing with rituals, you don't have to rush it. Just take your time, be calm. All right, now, if you can, light your candles now. Let's light them in unison. Now, I want you to focus on your candle just for a moment. Look and feel that power. And let's recite, everybody together, and all of you watching, I hope you're saying this with us, okay? Sacred
flame chalice,
be our light,
both
inner
and out.
Let us
find in the kindling
of this flame the blessing
of God,
that we
may be protected and sheltered by love, not hate,
knowing
that love
wins
all.
Let us share our
individual chalices that they may bring to each of us the light of the great eternal chalice. And by so doing, may we achieve unity, peace, and protection. So motivated.
Now, take time to silently contemplate the flaming chalice and feel its light surrounding you with its blessing and power. So let's just have a moment of silence while we meditate on the chalice. So motivating.
Hey, Bob, maybe you should read through it one time on your own. They said that they couldn't understand. So maybe you could just read back through one time yourself so they know what they missed. So if they watch this back later, they can do it.
Okay. The whole ritual from the top?
Yeah, you read it.
Okay. So here's how it goes. 1 second, I got problems. My windows are going down. Okay. Well, we want to start with the bowl alone. Actually, let me take the candle out. We'll redo this. Okay. So you hold the bowl in one hand and you recite the following. We gather together with the sign of the sacred chalice, the cup of inspiration. We gather with the bowl of blessing, the air of the cup of Caradwen. We unite under the banner of love and the power of the elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. We take our candle, we place it in our chalice, and we recite the following. We join together hearts, minds, spirits, seeking light, peace, protection. As we set aflame the sacred chalice, let us remember that the light of spirit is our safe refuge. And taking our lighting source, our match, or if you have another candle, you can use that. You want to light your candle. And as you light it, you say, "Sacred flaming chalice, be our light, both inner and outer. Let us find in the kindling of this flame the blessings of the gods, that we may be protected and sheltered by love, not hate, knowing that love wins all. Let us share our individual chalices, that they may bring forth to each of us the light of the great eternal chalice. And let us share our individual chalices, that they may bring to each us the light of the great eternal chalice, and by so doing may achieve unity, peace, and protection. So mote it be."
So mote it be.
So
Hi, Mom.
My mom's popped in
Hello,
here.
Mom.
This is the thing with live TV, you never know. You want to say hi to Mom? This is broadcast all over the world.
Oh, hi. Oh.
What can we say? Thank you, Mom.
Hi, Angela.
Hi.
Peek through the door.
You're welcome, sweetie.
It's too late. We already saw you.
Hi, the other gentleman.
That's Lord
Hi,
Tony.
hi, Tony.
Hi, Ma.
I got my nightgown on. I'm sorry. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Isn't that fun?
That was Mama Hickman.
That's Mother Hickman, and she's had to make her annual appearance here.
That was so cute. She came in and she went live all over the world. She backed right out.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, well, I have to thank Mom because
Oh, somebody put something so funny. The Lost Scotsman put, for a second, he thought it was an apparition.
well, that's kind of cool. I love it. Oh my gosh.
So what'd you guys think? Did you like the ritual?
Did you guys do the ritual with us? How many of y'all participated? We sure want to hear.
Yep. Some people said, I forget who it was, but they said they liked our weed ritual. That must be someone of British origin. I love all the accents. I love it.
That was probably Miss Duffy. That's her favorite word. She knows it's a we thing.
I love it. I think it's the cutest word ever. Oh, everybody says your mom is adorable. And some other people thought it was a spirit too.
Well, in my world, I could certainly conjure a spirit up like that. It does happen.
Especially with the energy we raised, all of us doing that. Witchy Jim said, good ritual. He said it along, since he was at work, he just said it along with us. That's great. Thank you for doing that.
I'm so glad you guys could be part of it. Well, each week we're going to do a little ritual here because we want you guys to experience different ways of doing ritual and doing little magic. And, part of the work of the Order of the Purple Cord is that we can come together and raise power and send blessing. And in fact, tonight, one of the things I want to talk about is we have a dear member of the order, Carol Pettis. Is Carol here tonight? Did you?
Carol's here.
Hi, Carol. Well,
She said your mom is always welcome to be with us no matter what she has on.
Mom's starting to love YouTube, you know. She's very interested in Wicca and the Order of the Purple Cord. So we might make her a member. I'm thinking maybe one week we'll do a little induction ritual and give her a cord.
She'd love that.
Yeah, what do you think, Lord Tony? Should we make her a member of the order?
As long as she keeps.
Well, did you know she was wearing purple?
Yeah.
It's a sign.
Here she was probably wondering what you were doing tonight, and she popped in. Here you are interacting with the whole world. But
well,
Bob, what were you saying about Carol?
Well, yes, thank you. You know, Carol is one of our dear members here of the order, and we had a little talk earlier today. And Carol said that I could share this, so I'm not breaking any confidences. Carol and I already talked about this. But our blessed sister, who's one of our earliest members of the order, is in a bit of a challenging time right now. Carol's husband has been diagnosed with leukemia, and he's in a bad state right now. He's just received the news. There's a lot of shock for him as well as for Carol, and they're both trying to kind of find some balance and spiritual peace. And I said to Carol today, I said, Carol, this is why the Order of the Purple Cord exists. We are here to be that extra power, to stand in the gap. You know, when you don't feel you have the power. Sometimes, you know, we have moments in life where we have to seek higher power. And as the order, this is one of the gifts that we can give to our members, is we can hold that space of sacred energy and raise the power that others will have that light of spirit. And so tonight, I have, again, as I said, Carol's permission. And I'd like all of us here tonight just to take a moment. And I want you to surround Carol and her husband in beautiful light. Carol, I'm blanking on your husband's name. Can you tell me his name again? Do you know what it is? I'm blanking on his name.
I'll let you know. Everybody is also joining in and saying prayers right now. We've got quite a few people giving blessings out to them. She says thank you for bringing it up, and thank you for the blessings. I haven't seen her husband's name pop by yet, though. But yeah, several people are joining in, and we thank you guys. And like Bob said, this is one of the things about, one of the benefits of being a part of something greater is that we can raise energy and send it out to bless those that are needing it.
Absolutely.
Her husband's name is Tom.
Tom, thank you. So tonight I want us just to take a moment. And if you have your purple cords with you, if you don't have your cord, don't worry. But if you have your cord, I want you each of us to hold our cord. And I want us to visualize that all the knots and the twists in our cord is like all of us holding hands. We're all linked together now. And as we meditate on our purple cord, I want you to visualize Tom. Don't worry if you don't know him, just see his name, Tom Pettis. And I want us, through the power of the purple cord, to unite and let us set the intent that now we will send healing light to him, blessing light. We ask the great goddess, the great ancient mother. We ask the great ancient father, the Lord. We ask the gods in the spirit realm. We ask that we be united with divine power. And as an order, we channel through now the power of the spirit, of the highest, of the best of the gods. We ask that the gods will send to Tom and to Carol a blessing of peace in their home, a blessing of strength of spirit. Let that depression that binds them be lifted. Let the spirit give them hope and renewed joy. And we ask that healing power be transferred through our order now, through our collective prayer, that we raise the power to send healing to Tom and to Carol. May they be healed emotionally, spiritually, financially, and physically. And I ask now, and I thank the great gods of the Spirit for their blessing. I thank the power of the members of this order. And for any of you who do Reiki, if you want to send some Reiki into this energy we build, and let that light build. And I want us to send a healing energy ball in unison now. Visualize in front of you a beautiful ball of white light, blazing power of life. And I want us to project that ball to Carol and to Tom for their healing and blessing now. So mote it be. It is released. Carol, listen, we're with you. And you know, we don't mind doing that again. And then in another week, you still need some power, we'll do it again for you. And, you know, I just want to, you know, tell Carol and her husband that we as an order stand to support our members. And I know all of us have struggled in some way. But Carol, I have to tell you, she and her husband have been double hit. And Carol, I hope you don't mind me telling this. I think you said I could tell us, but she and her husband both had cancer this last year and both overcame cancer. Each of them had breast cancer. They both had breast cancer at the same time. Yes, men get breast cancer too. They beat it, they're healed from it, and then this is what came in this week was the diagnosis of leukemia. And so you can understand how it would be a very hard place to be in. But you know what? As I say, you beat it once, so now it's time to beat it again. That was just a warm-up. So now you know you can beat cancer. And with the help of the order, we're going to keep sending power to you guys. So I send blessings to you. And thanks for being here and sharing with us. All right.
That was nice. That's really great that we can all come together like that.
I think
so,
it
Bob,
is. Yes,
in your
ma'am.
prayer, I heard you were asking for financial blessings. A lot of people think that they can't ask spirit for blessings of material gain. Is that true, Bob?
Oh, no, we should ask for material things. You know, the way I was always told by the spirit people, we're in the material world, in material bodies, and we need material things. And money is just a form of energy. You know, people don't have any hesitancy about saying, heal me. They pray to the spirits and they say, heal my body. Well, what does the healing? It's energy. Everything is energy. So when you pray for money, you're praying for another form of energy. And they know over there that we need that, and they gladly help us. You know, some people, I always say, they say, gee, I've been struggling. And I say to them, well, haven't you asked for help from the spirit world? They said, oh, I can't ask for that. That's materialist. I said, no, it's not. It's just an energy exchange. Like you'd ask for healing, you can also ask for money.
Yep. That reminds me of something I like to say. A lot of people believe that we're physical beings that are trying to learn and be spiritual, where in fact that's a non-truth. We're really spiritual beings trying to survive a physical existence this time around. So we are of spiritual nature and we are surviving that physical life now. So it's okay to ask for physical blessings in all of its forms. A new home, a new job, financial help. You know, it's okay to ask for those things because the spirit world knows that we need those things, just like Bob said.
Absolutely. Lord Tony, you know, you remember last year when you were in the middle of a job change, you know, spirit came through for you and opened doors, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I was unemployed for a full year, actually. I was on unemployment. I had some mental health issues I was going through, and I had to deal with those. And then I had literally asked for the perfect job to come to me, one that would be good for me, good for my state of mind. And the very last week of my unemployment, this job came through, and it was one that wasn't even advertised. I had been told to call them up and ask if they had received a resume from me yet. And the guy's like, no, we hadn't. Why don't you send one in? And he asked me to come in that very same day for an interview, and I got the job and started the next week. And unemployment never really ran out. It ran out, and I wasn't out any money during that whole time.
See, that's the work of spirit. And see, Lord Tony needed a miracle. The people on the other side here, you know, never put your spiritual life on hold. I've met people that say, well, you know, once I get my financial life sorted, then I'll get back to doing spiritual work. And I always say, no, that's the wrong order. Start with your spiritual life, and then you'll get your financial life together. It's really true. Yeah.
Gav Hines said that he worked on a money spell, and it came in the form of their gas company paying them 600 pounds after owing it to them, which meant they don't have any fuel bills for a few months. That's the power of magic. And that's a great point, Gav, because when spirit comes through, sometimes it's in unexpected ways. And for that reason, you don't want to limit what you're asking for. In a way, what I mean is, you can do a spell and pray for $500. You need $500 to pay your rent or whatever. That's pretty limiting. Spirit likes to have a little bit of wiggle room to manifest. So instead of doing rituals or sending vibrations to get that $500, you could be sending it off to get financial help, financial gain, to become financially stable. And it may come in the form of an opportunity to work and earn more than what you were needing, or some kind of offer, some kind of opportunity coming to your door. It'll manifest often in ways you don't necessarily expect. And for that reason, it's better to leave spirit a little bit of room to work with. So that's a great, great way. You know, his blessing came in the form of something very unexpected. Sometimes you can't see that solution, but you know you need that help from spirit to get there. Let spirit find that solution.
I am so with you on that, you know. And, you know, this is the thing that Wicca will teach you. Wicca tells you, you don't sit back and just be a victim of the universe. You know, there are plenty of faiths out there, religions, that tell you, well, bad things happen. You just have to accept it. It's the will of God.
Mm-hmm.
We at the Wicca say, no, we can take responsibility for whatever we find ourselves in. And we can use our spiritual power, our own power, our connection to divinity, and bring change in our lives and in the lives of those around us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't play the victim in the craft. The craft is, for some people, the craft is very challenging because they have to actually take a hard look at themselves and break patterns of self-defeat and self-destruction. And for some people, that's a little scary. But if you can work through that, you'll gain a peace and a power that I just haven't found in other faiths. It's just my experience. You know, I guess I'm prejudiced, but I believe that the craft is really the best faith for people who want to change their lives. It's my belief.
Yep, I agree.
You know?
I agree. Carol Pettis says, thank you all for your love to heal my husband. It means more than you know. Well, you bet, Carol. Absolutely.
You are so welcome. Seems like for some reason my chat's frozen.
Yep.
So hopefully it'll move in a little while here. Anyways.
Montcalm Horror has a great question. He or she asks, can you place a spell on a bar of soap for any purpose, such as a financial success, and then bathe every day thinking about that and have it work, such as soap magic? Absolutely. And in fact, you can buy charmed soap that has certain essential oils in it. It can have herbs in it. It can have even jewels in it that's themed or corresponding to your purpose for healing or for money or for love or for whatever, cleansing, protection. Absolutely. Soap magic. I haven't heard it called that, but absolutely, it's a very powerful way to do cleansing or any kind of magic. It's very good. Very good question. Thank you.
Yeah, I have to jump in on that. You know, I used to live near a Botanica, and the Botanica, they're connected to Santeria, and they sell a lot of South American and Hispanic and Central American magical supplies that come out of that diaspora, African diaspora tradition. And their soap magic is very powerful. In fact, you can go to Botanicas and they sell a lot of soaps that are herbal soaps. Like they sell like Rue soap, I think it's Rue, soap for prosperity. They sell High John the Conqueror root soap for protection and prosperity as well. There's a lot of different soaps, but if for a while there was a big trend of making your own soaps. I don't know if people still do that as much, but if you're making your own soaps, you might want to study some herbalism and incorporate that in. Wonderful way, and I think that was a good question at the end.
That was a great question. You can even make magical body scrubs. There's different recipes out there. One of the tricks I know of is you make the scrub and you include sugar in it. So the granules actually scrub your body, or Epsom salts in it as well. But another way, bath magic is powerful. In fact, I take a meditative bath every night before I go to bed, just to unwind and meditate in the bath. And I'll infuse it with either maybe a little satchel of herbs, dried herbs. And when I fill the bath, the string, I'll hook it over the little thing on the faucet so that the bag hangs under where the water comes out. And it's kind of like the same way how you would brew tea, but you're doing it with your bath. And the essence of those herbs will go into your water. Or bath salts, bath bombs, soaps. There's a million different ways. So soap magic and bath magic is very, very powerful. I use it all the time. So I like Calgon is good too, for a good relaxation bath. I got me some of that earlier today, some Calgon with lavender, because lavender is relaxation, and I do that before bedtime. I really love a good lavender bath before bedtime, or chamomile bath.
Yeah, and lavender is also very good for magic. It has a magical element to it. Raises your psychic power as well.
I use Axe body wash with my sword, and it just scares the dirt away.
I love it.
Yep.
That's good, Tony.
In fact, I recently had purchased. It was a good brand. It cost a little bit more than a normal bottle of dish soap, but it was lemongrass dish soap, and I got it special so I could use that special soap to wash my magical tools. You know how they get dusty over time. And I washed all my altars off with that, and I only use it for cleaning my magical tools, that special soap.
I love that. Well, and I think, when we talk about, cleansing magic, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze here, that it's important that we understand that when you cleanse a tool or your body or your altar, you're raising vibration, and you're stripping away that stuff. I had a client come for a reading, and I told them, I said, you need to take a spirit bath. And I gave them a formula for a spirit bath to take. And they called me up the next day, and they're like, oh my God, Bob, that bath just opened up my eyes. I see clearly. I feel really good. And they had to go into an important job interview the next day. And they said they aced it because they felt like that spirit bath got off all that old energy they were carrying. I do a very simple bath, but Angela, this bath is wonderful. It's just mix sea salt and baking soda.
And Epsom salt. Yep.
And Epsom salt. Yeah, I use that too. And that combination will really scrub up your aura. It cleanses it up. It's like, when you wash your car, how it shines. What makes your aura shine like a new washed car, literally.
Yep. Hey, Tony, here's a great question for you. The Lost Scotsman says that they have found a meteorite and is wondering if it'll have any power. And I said I'd mention it to you because I know how you like space stones. So I'll let you answer that one.
Actually, yeah, it will. It will have a lot of astral energies, a lot of solar energies. Since it is from space and you never really even know where it actually came from and how old it is and how much energy it's absorbed, it could be a very powerful spiritual tool for you to use, especially in spirit communication.
Yep. He said it's just sitting in a box, never knew what to do with it. I'd say rinse it off. Do you cleanse your meteorites, Tony, at first?
Yeah, I always cleanse everything I get. You never know who's handled them beforehand.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Krista Roman says, Angela and Bob, would you ever host a retreat? Boy, wouldn't that be fun? Me and Bob have actually talked about that before, about how wonderful. In fact, we wish we could own a little island. We could have a whole setup there Kind of like on a Miss of Avalon. That's
Yeah, we want to have our
before.
own Avalon aisle.
That's what we'd like to do.
Spiritual retreat, all the Wiccans could gather. We'd have rituals at the bonfire every night. And
Yeah.
big temples there and mystical
Yeah.
rituals. Oh, it'd be wonderful. But
Yeah.
I like the idea of a retreat. I think we need to think about that, Lady Angela. I actually was recently approached by somebody who manages cruise lines. They do setting up special cruise events. And they said, well, you might want to think about arranging, because I was talking about my group, and they said, y'all might want to set up a special cruise where people can go on a cruise, and then you have your own like rooms on the cruise where you do your classes every day. And the cruise line works with you to set that up. So that might be something also.
Bob, Shadowlander asked a great question. It was one, I don't know if Shadowlander had asked it last week or not, but it was one I had mentioned that we really needed to touch base on, so I'm really glad they wrote it. They asked, so how does one turn an ordinary object into a sacred object?
Ooh, good question. Well, first you call Lord Tony to exorcise the evil spirits off.
No. He's joking. That's not the first. Oh, there he is.
I couldn't see you, Tony. You're silent. You got to talk.
Well, I was going like this and chopping, and I was going
to. All right, so that's the first part. Well, I believe that when we talk about creating sacred objects, that's a really good question, because every object can be sacred. We always think of like our chalices as sacred, or our athames, but your eyeglasses, for example, you might want to consecrate those to be sacred, so that when you have a special pair of eyeglasses when you read your ritual book. And this certainly could be made into a sacred object. And basically it comes down to kind of the 4-step process. Cleanse, consecrate, empower, or 3. 1, 2, 3. Cleanse, consecrate, empower.
And dedicate it to spirit.
What's that?
And dedicate it to spirit.
Yes. And so, cleansing, like, for example, I always say with cleansing, there's not a one formula, because different objects need different cleansing. Like, for example, I have a silver chalice. I don't particularly want to put water in it, and because it's not pure silver, so the plate can get damaged. So I'll bless that with like incense, because it won't hurt the chalice. So first of all, you want to think when cleansing your tool, what is best? Like for a pair of glasses, if we want to make these sacred glasses that are used in ritual reading, we might want to cleanse that literally with like literally have Windex. Like, use what's appropriate. You can have Windex and start cleansing. And then you can, use holy water after that to cleanse it. And then you want to, empower it or consecrate it. And that usually, the way I do it is I introduce the 4 elements to the tool, or the tool to the 4 elements. So I'll use, earth, and the earth element, I touch it to a crystal. I use air, which might be incense. I use fire, like I'll pass it through the flame. Earth, air, fire, water. And then spirit, I usually will lay hands on it, do a prayer, trace pentacles over it, or some sacred sign. And then I offer it to the spirits. Whoops, drop it. I'll put it on the altar. So much for my sacred glasses. And I'll offer it to a god in their service, So that's my way, but you may have another way, Do you guys have anything you want to say about that?
No.
Do you want to go, Tony?
No, I have nothing to say about it really, other than all I would normally myself. I cleanse them, clear them out, and then I'll do this energy over them and fill them with the white light and make it my own.
Yep. Perfect. And what I would say is it could be as simple. I mean, you could be elaborate with it. Some of my items, I am quite elaborate in what I do, much like what Bob described. But some things, sometimes if you're like traveling or you're spur of the moment and you find a wand and you want to use it, you might dust it off, cleanse it as best you can, hold it, close your eyes, focus some energy into it, and say a prayer over it to cleanse it and to dedicate it to magical use and for the best of good and in alignment with your best intentions. Some kind of a prayer that touches all those bases over it, to charge it, to dedicate it, and empower it. then you're good to go. So it's really as simple as that.
Absolutely. And I didn't mean to imply that it has to be that complex.
No, but that is appropriate, you know. I mean, maybe you want to do all of your items that way. You don't have to, but you could. I do that sometimes I don't. So whatever feels right to you.
Absolutely. But I think it's important that you have a sense of, reverence.
Yes.
Because if you have a sense of reverence, you're tuning to the higher self and the spirit, and that opens a doorway that naturally brings power.
Yep.
That's a good question. Very good.
Yeah, it was. Several people have been saying that the three of us look fabulous. Well, thank you. We try. It's just.
We all be styling. This goes back to what I say. Just because Hollywood shows witches is all green and all crinkled up, why can't you be a styling witch?
Yep.
I rock the cord.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
We try to put on something special, because it's a special broadcast to us each week as well here with you guys. We look forward to it. We plan around it. And we try to do something. We might change our clothes or put on jewelry or definitely put on our purple cord just to show that this is a special time, which is much like ritual attire. When you're going to do spell work, it is beneficial if you clean up a bit or put on something significant to doing magical workings, because it's all about energy and that switch within yourself, that this isn't mundane or everyday type situation. It's something significant. It shows honor to spirit. And just gathering with you guys here, we're showing honor to our gathering and to spirit and to the vibration, and it sets it apart as something special, because you get special time for you guys to share it with us, and we really love you for that.
Absolutely. We encourage, getting feedback here. We encourage all of you, to, make your cords and wear them. If you want to be, not everybody watching the broadcast may be a member of that. We don't want to be. But if you want to be part of the Order of the Purple Cord, part of my machine, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Part of our requirement is that you make a cord to wear. And so I encourage those of you who are members, I would like you, if you can, to put on your cord when you gather with us each week, because, this is kind of our gathering time. And in time, we're going to start doing like moon rituals together, and special other rituals outside just the weekly broadcast. We'll end up doing some special times. So you'll want to have your cord, your ritual wear, and eventually we'll be able to expand it so we can have more people physically with us and we can all take parts in the ritual. So this is growing, So right now we're starting small, but I'm so glad for those of you who are with us tonight, And if you want to join the Order of the Purple Cord, you might want to pop over to my website, or Lady Angela's website, or Lord Tony's website. We have information about how to be a member over there. And we'll have all those links in the info box below this video, but you go there and it'll instruct you to, it'll tell about the order, what we do. And, we have a few requirements to be the order. First of all, there's no dues. It's absolutely free. But we do ask you to send a letter, an email to Lady Angela and I, or one of us or both of us, and Lord Tony, and suggest that you, say that you'd like to be a member, state your intent. We also ask that you affirm that you will abide by the Wiccan Rede, which is, and it harm none, do as you will. So no black magic, no evil stuff. And then you want to make a purple cord to wear as the sign of unity with our order. And your purple cord can be made of any substance. This happens to be made of paracord. And you can buy paracord online, very inexpensive, but it's a nylon cord that's literally unbreakable. It's what they use for paracord, parachute strings. And they make it in all colors, and you can buy purple. They make beautiful purple paracord. And, if you get that and you wear that, you make a cord, you braid it or knot it, however you want to make it. But do something to the cord to make it yours. And like I've braided mine and tied it off at the ends here. And I wear that, now you can wear it as I'm wearing mine like a stole draped over my shoulders, like a priestly stole. You can also wear it as Angela has it.
I have mine as a tied around my wrist tonight. Sometimes I tie it around my neck, but tonight I have it around my wrist.
Mm-hmm. Tony, Lord Tony, you're wearing yours like a stole also, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not big enough to go around my waist, and I don't like to go like this with it, so it stays this way.
That's how I like to wear mine. And you can also make it as a cincture or what we call a belt. It's a formal name of the ritual robes is cincture. Goes around your wrist. Or you can make it as a smaller cord like a necklace or as a wrist cord. So there are a lot of ways to wear your cord, but that is part of the order. And, I like to tell people, come learn, come open to magic, be part of us, You guys want to say anything about the order?
It's a place to gather and be a part of something bigger than yourself. We're all solitary practitioners, which means we do our own thing, but yet it's a place that we could come together. We could share our energy. We could share our experience. We could share our questions and answers and help each other. It's a fun, loving environment. You could find us as simple as go over to Facebook and type in Order of the Purple Cord. That's what our page is called, just that, Order of the Purple Cord. You'll see it there. It'll give our email addresses to contact us if you want to join, or you can send us a direct message through our Facebook group page, the Order of the Purple Cord, and we'll reply and get you all set up to be a member. And other than that, what do you have to say, Tony?
I couldn't say it any better than you guys did. So yeah, it's a great place. I love it being here on the video and being here with the Order of the Purple Cord. It's like family. You really need this at times when you don't have anything else.
Yeah. And we look out for each other and protect each other there too. We're really blessed to have the guardianship of Lord Tony. He's our Lord Guardian, and he helps us to look out on our page for anybody who is breaking the Wiccan read. We don't put up with abusive practices on there. It's a fun, loving environment, and it's a good place to be. So we'd love to see you there.
Yes, and just to add for safe environment, for those of you who are maybe not able to be as public as we are with our Wiccan practice, we have two pages. We have our public page, which you can see, and once you become a member, you'll be admitted to our private page, where you can be openly Wiccan. And the private page is where people can't see what you're doing, so it shields you and allows you your privacy. If you're not, as we say, out of the broom closet, it's made in a way that it will not, blow your cover, so to speak.
Yep.
Right, Angela, can you explain about private page a little bit?
Well, a lot of us have friends, families, coworkers, people that we know and are friends with on Facebook that don't need to know that we're witches. And so once you're in our secret private group page, you can make posts and share posts and get updates, and it's only you that sees them. It doesn't get posted to your public feed or your public timeline. So it's a safe place, and it's a good, positive place. And again, you can join by just pulling us up on Facebook, Order of the Purple Cord. Send us a message that you wish to join, that you agree to make a purple cord, and you agree to honor the Wiccan read, and we'll get you all set up. Where's our hour gone, Bob? It's
I just looked at the clock. I said, my Lord, I feel like I blinked in the day. Well, guys, I tell you, a lot of people, I know a lot of you are staying up late, especially all of you from Scotland and England. Thank you for being here. I want to say thank you to all of you for being here. I'm sorry my chat went down. I couldn't see. I don't know what's going on, but I haven't been meaning to ignore you guys. Lady Angela's been getting a lot of questions, so thank you, Angela.
Sorry.
But really, we welcome you to our order. I invite you to really think about becoming a member. Check us out if you're new here. And, I want to say thank you. We gather every Sunday, so be back here with us next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, and you can figure out what time zone you're in. And it'll be at that time in your time zone. So if it's 8 here, it'll be 7 Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 Pacific, or 1 a.m. London time, or 2 a.m. Paris time. So, come be part of our scene. We'd love you to be here. Thank you for your questions tonight. I want to say thank you also for you joining our ritual. I hope this is something you've enjoyed. And, if you'd like us to do weekly little ritual, I think we can do that. What do you think, Lady Angela or Tony?
I know I've sure been enjoying it. And I really love it with Tony being here, the three of us. I think it's awesome.
It is. It's the power of 3. Lord,
yeah, I had a great time this time. Last ritual I missed out on, but I still did it with everybody in the chat. But yeah, this time I'm feeling this. My head's tingling like crazy right now. So
Yay.
I'm still going from the last ritual we did, and I'm still feeling the effects from that one. And what I thought might have actually been bad. I know I told Bob about this. Some of the stuff that's been happening, I think it's actually been meant to happen. And some of the ways I've been feeling is it's supposed to be this way. So
that's powerful. That's cool. Well, I can't wait to see everybody here next week. I'm very excited about that.
Yes, thank you. Guys, thanks for being here. I'm going to say a good night. Lady Angela, Lord Tony, each of y'all can say good night. Blessed be to all of you.
Good night, everyone. Blessed be, and can't wait to see you here next week for another witching hour.
good night, everybody. Blessed be. Merry meet. Been fun. Talk to you later.
You know, when we all say good night, it kind of reminds me of the old TV show, The Waltons. You ever see that? Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, John Boy. Good night,
Yep.
Mary.
I'm trying to forget it. My mom likes to do that to me.
Anyways, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go watch The Waltons on YouTube.
Yep.
Listen, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for being here. Listen, we'll be back here tomorrow here at Spirit Channel. I'm going to be doing horoscopes, so make sure to be here because in my horoscopes, we're covering all 12 zodiac signs as well as every day of the week. I give a forecast, an astrological overview of what you can expect for each day of your upcoming week so you can be ready for it. And I do individual horoscopes for all 12 zodiac signs. So make sure to be back here at Spirit Channel tomorrow. Make sure to go to our links below. Go over, subscribe to Lady Angela. Go to subscribe to Lord Tony. Get on their pages. Get to know them. They're wonderful. You'll love them as much as I do. You guys are best. We'll see you back here next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the Witching Hour. Blessed be. Good night.